Hi there guys, welcome to Benji's Foods. Now today I'll be making some garlic herb lamb chops. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Now let's get to it. These are the ingredients that you'll need to make the lamb chops, which will be listed in the description below. Okay, so these are the lamb chops that I decided to get from the butchers, which I've washed already. Now what I'm going to do is add on the ingredients. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing first is making the marinade, which will be going over the lamb chops. The first thing you need to do is to add some olive oil into a dish. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add the different ingredients and create a marinade. So first what I'm going to do is just add all-purpose seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, black pepper, and then some coriander. And then what you're going to do is mix all of them together, which will be going onto the lamb chops. There you have it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add on the marinade onto the lamb chops, making sure that it goes on all of the lamb chops. Then what you're going to do is you're going to mix the lamb chops, making sure that the marinade goes onto all of the lamb chops. Now you can either use your hands, a spoon, or some tongs. Making sure that and there you go. Lamb chops are being marinated. Now what you're going to add on is the rest of the ingredients. Add on the dry ingredients now onto the lamb chops. I'm going to first by adding on some basil. Then I'm going to add on some thyme. I'm going to add some rosemary. And then finally I'm going to add on some oregano. Then what I'm going to do is do the same thing that I've done before, is just mix all the ingredients together. And there you have it. Your lamb chops are ready and marinated. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these to sit for around about an hour and then come back to it and start cooking them. But for the best results, I'll probably say leave it overnight. But what I'm going to do today is just leave it an hour. Hi there guys, so we're back. Now the lamb chops have been marinating for around about an hour. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the pan on, and what I'm going to do is leave it on medium heat and then add in the lamb chops. Now you don't have to put too much oil in, because when the lamb chops cook, the fat from the lamb chops will provide some more oil into the pan. Okay, so the pan should be nice and hot now, to a nice temperature. Doesn't have to be high heat, it's on a medium heat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook the lamb chops, as you can see. Now the key is not to add too many lamb chops into the pan when you're cooking, because you want to make sure that it cooks properly. You don't want to steam them through. You want to make sure that it has a nice taste on the lamb chops. Also make sure that there's enough space between each lamb chop. And let it cook for around about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. What you'll start to notice as well is that it's becoming nice and brown, starting to render. Just let it cook for around about 3 minutes, and then what you're going to do, you're going to turn it around and cook it on the other side. Let's give it a nice aroma from the thyme and the rosemary onto the meat. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the meat around. You can see it's nice and golden brown, how it should be. Like I said before, don't make sure that each side is cooked well, but don't overheat it. So what you're going to do is just turn it around again, make sure that it's cooked on each side properly. You don't have to cook these too long. As you can see, how you'll be able to tell if it's cooked through is when you touch it, it's still nice and soft. That means that the meat's still nice and tender. Now you don't want to overcook this so it gets too firm. What I'd also recommend you to do is to turn the meat on its front if you can. Just make sure that it cooks on the outside too, and the bottom. And do that for all the other lambs as well. Now what I'm going to do, now the meat is nice and cooked, I'm going to add just a little bit of the crushed garlic in. So make sure that it gives it a nice garlicky taste as well. So then mix the garlic in, making sure that it goes on all of the lamb chops. Make sure that it doesn't overcook too quick. And what you can also do, if you feel like it needs a bit more oil, just add a little bit more oil into the pan. Just for the garlic. Now your lamb chops are ready to take off the pan. You can see it's cooked nice through. Whoops. So take this out and put it onto a tray. Okay, so what I'm going to do is carry out the same process for the remaining lamb chops. So adding a bit more oil and then adding in the lamb chops. And there you have it. Your lamb chops are ready to eat. Now all your lamb chops have been cooked thoroughly on the frying pan. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to garnish it with a bit of parsley on top. And there you have it, the lamb chops ready to eat. Now I hope you enjoyed this video. Also don't forget to like, subscribe and share. And I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.